kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Tampa. And here comes Diggs. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. Open man. That's Ozzie Newsome. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard line.
Throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, 3rd and long, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's pounded his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. He knew what else he should do. If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Whitney merciless from his linebacker spot in to drop him in his tracks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
2nd and 13. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
Namath's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
9-yard line. A gain of
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35.
Josh Jacobs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Whitney merciless, barreling in for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Wow, I screwed that one up.
Quincy Enunwa, 26 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football full half to be. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Roby on the coverage defensively.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
47-yard line.
Now Burrow. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there of 22 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Buccaneers thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's taken on the 25. Fights off the defender. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking...
Stephon Diggs.
You ain't nothing!
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Stephon Diggs, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And McCaffrey, 32 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And 10 at the 23.
That's complete to his running back, Dawkins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a
good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Baltimore.
Back to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes Diggs. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Josh Jacobs, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Pass. Intended for...
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And oh, a little spin cycle. Room to run now.
Today's final score, Buccaneers 35.
So time.